right, East Texas, big exciting times at the UT Tyler School of Medicine, who has now partnered with U.S. Dermatology Partners to bring dermatology education here to East Texas. And here to talk with us today is Dean Willis, the founding dean of the UT Tyler School of Medicine. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a true honor, and I'm excited to talk about our new partnership.
Yes, okay, but before we get to the partnership, maybe can you start and just tell East Texas how and why you thought it was important to, or why you thought it was important to add dermatology to the school?
Sure. So, the whole reason the school is here is to serve the healthcare access needs of East Texas. Throughout the region, there's not enough providers in pretty much every specialty of need. So whenever we see an opportunity to add practitioners and train workforce in a specialty of need, we're gonna jump at that chance. And dermatology is one of those specialties. There's far too few dermatologists to meet the needs of East Texas, and it's a pretty high-profile, popular specialty. So having a program and being able to train doctors in that is good for the entire region.
Right. Okay. So then, how did this partnership with U.S. Dermatology Partners come to be?
Yeah, it was really exciting. The leadership of U.S. Dermatology, including Jenny Holman, who's going to be our new founding chair of our Department of Dermatology, came to us, and I guess they were excited, as I hope most of East Texas is, about what we're doing and founding the medical school, trying to train doctors from here to stay here, and they want to be part of it. So they've been invested in the Tyler community for many years. The practice was founded by Larry and Sasha many years ago, and it's just really great to bring them in as part of the mission. And it's pretty unique, actually, having a private group come to us and be excited about the academic mission. A lot of times there's some reticence from private groups about, I don't know, about teaching, and but they were all on board and really want to be part of the mission. So we jumped at the chance and are excited about the partnership.
Right, and so I talked with someone there with U.S. Dermatology Partners, and they talked about the importance of offering dermatology in rural communities, and Tyler is a big rural community, if you will. So would you expand on that a little bit and your interest in bringing these services to East Texas?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at this region, there are almost no dermatologists once you get out of a very small radius around Tyler. I know in this region, Tyler's the big city, but throughout East Texas, there's so many needs in the smaller communities.
Right.
And so, like talking to Dr. Holman, who's the head of the group, they can't recruit anybody to go work in these smaller communities. It's all PAs and NPs, and we want to solve that. We're bringing students in who grew up in these towns. If you look at our first two classes, it's over 90% students who grew up in East Texas. And so I think there's going to be a great likelihood that students are going to want to, from those towns, they're going to want to train in these specialties and go back into those towns. And so how amazing that can be, where you have homegrown dermatologists who can go from, now that we have the med school and the residencies and the fellowships, you can go from kindergarten all the way through a fellowship and stay right here in East Texas.
You heard it. You can be homegrown right here in
right.
East Texas as a dermatologist. I grew up in a rural town, so I think it's highly important to have these types of services in East Texas and to offer it to the rural communities. They don't have to drive to Dallas or the Metroplex. And so you mentioned the students. Can you kind of break down some of the programming, if that's possible, on what the school will offer? I'm sure there's different types of dermatology.
Yeah, we haven't gotten into fellowships, which would be sort of the extra specialization. So, I mean, the way it works is you go to K through 12, and then you go to college, and then you pick your medical school. And we're trying to keep the best of the best from East Texas to stay here at our medical school. And then after that, you pick your specialty, which is your residency. And we're trying to obviously create residencies in every high need specialties, one of which will be dermatology. Dr. Holman and I have talked about fellowships, which would be after the residency, if you wanted to do dermatopath or some subspecialty within it. We got to get the residency going first, but I would love to discuss that when it comes up.
Okay, that's super exciting. And so if someone's considering the program, what encouragement would you give to them to give you all a second look and maybe apply?
Well, I think it's going to be the best rurally focused program in the country. It's going to be very unique. I think the individual attention you get, we see that in our medical school and all of our residencies. It's very different than being in Dallas or one of these big cities. It's a family. We message that every single day, that our School of Medicine is a family, and we treat you like that. So when you come in, you're not just another resident. right? That's they're going to be so excited to really focus on their training and give them that individualized attention that's going to make them successful. So I think the education is going to be unparalleled in terms of that close attachment they're going to have.
Yeah, and I think having that family feel that you just described will also help keep them in Texas, because they're or in East Texas, because they're building that network of family members, if you will, and it'll make them stay in and want to keep growing and invest in this community.
That's right. Who wouldn't want to live in East Texas? It's the best place.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I went to UT Tyler, so I'm a big fan. So is there anything I haven't asked you about the program that you want to share with East Texas?
No, just how proud I am that Dr. Holman and US Derm came to us and really want to be a part of what we're doing. And that's the big message I get out there for the School of Medicine across the region, is that we are a resource and want to be a partner with everyone who wants to advance healthcare and healthcare access throughout the region. Local practitioners, FQHCs, any health system wants to partner with us. We're here to provide that educational and research foundation to make them successful.
And if anyone wants to apply or find more information, where do they go?
Well, they can go right to our website. We'll have information about the program very soon. I'm not sure if it's active yet, but once we have to go through getting the program approved and all that kind of stuff. But our website is a wealth of information both about the school and our GME training programs. Okay.
Well, East Texas, we're excited to have talked with you and for the program coming to East Texas. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, East Texas, you heard it. The UT Tyler School of Medicine is partnering with the U.S. Dermatology Partners to bring that dermatology partnership and a department to East Texas. So we're excited to see what all they do and to help grow our dermatology group here in East Texas.